Hey, what's up you guys, this is Irfan here from smartincubator.com and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to break down some trades for you and show you exactly how you can trade, or I would say how you can scalp the market with order block strategy or supply and demand. So order block is just a fancy name for supply and demand strategy, and I walk you through the whole process. If you watch my other videos that I have tons of videos about order block strategy, you know exactly what my strategy is. But if you still haven't watched the main video that I fully explain how you can trade using that strategy, I highly recommend you to watch the video I'm putting above this video. Go check it out after watching this video, and then I can guarantee you that you won't regret using this strategy from now on. So before I get into the video, I want to show you the results of Gold EA Incubator on this $1,000 account. That, as you know guys, last week was crazy. Gold crashed significantly and a lot of people got stopped out. I mean, a lot of people blew their accounts. But with Gold EA Incubator, the good thing is that there's the equity stop percentage. It means that it's not going to blow your account if you set that equity stop at a certain percentage. So for example, we put it at 20%, and if the equity is in drawdown for like 20%, it won't go like further than that. It closes all the trades in loss, and then in 2 weeks it can recover all the losses. And this is exactly what we experienced. It's been crazy these days because of like so many news, plus the updates that we were releasing on this robot, that from, like you may see, May 17th all the way to June 13th, we gained over like from 40% to 76%, which is absolutely crazy. And from 76%, another drawdown for 20%, we recovered it in 2 weeks. And again last week from 85% to almost 60% to 52%. So we are definitely sure that it's going to go back all the way to here, and then it's not out of norm to get to this high that we used to be at 137%. So let's get into this trade, guys. I want to start with this one. So as you can see, this trade happened at 9:35, literally 5 to 10 minutes after New York session, like New York Stock Exchange market opened. And as you know, it's so dangerous to trade NAS 100 around that time, like 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after the market opens. But what literally happened was this one here. So let me just do a little bit of replay for you and show you exactly what I was looking at. So as you know guys, this is exactly what the market looked like. So it's consolidating. As you can see, it's kind of choppy. The trend is not really clear and it's just going up and down. And what I noticed was this tiny gap right here, because if you want to find a high probability demand zone that I literally talk about it on the other video that I mentioned, and I highly recommend you to watch it after that, is that you find the last bearish candle for high probability demand zone. Okay, and if you want to find a high probability supply zone, you look for the last bullish candle. So for example, this one is the last bullish candle, and then I look for the first candle that gets out of the zone, which is this one, and the candle after that never tapped into this zone. So there's a gap from this candle that formed after this one and this zone here. So this gap makes this zone a high probability supply zone, and the same as here. It's exactly the same as here, but this one that didn't work because this candle literally got out of this zone and it disrespected it, so it's not working anymore. But this one did, because we have this one. It's the last bearish candle here. If I cover the entire candle, this is the first candle that, you know, got out of the zone, and the next candle after that never tapped into this zone. So that's why there's a tiny gap in between that makes this zone a high probability demand zone. So what I did was just waiting for the price to tap into this level to see what kind of confirmation it wants to give us, if it's a good one to buy, because it's a high probability demand zone. So I'm looking to buy, right? So this big bearish candle literally is the first one that tapped into this zone. So what I do personally is that I either put my buy stop above this candle, or I wait for the next candle to see what kind of confirmation it's giving me. But since this one is smaller than this one, it's not a bullish engulfing candle, and I'm still not sure about the confirmation. But if you want to do it a little bit more risky, because you know that it's respecting this, it didn't just, you know, it didn't get out of this zone like this one that I showed you. It respected the zone. So you can put your buy stop above this candle instead, and you can put your stop loss below it, so right here. So you can do this. I personally put it here, to just give it more space depending on your broker. Probably, you know, the spread affects it. And I try to put my TP where the next resistance level or support level is, like the closest support level, which is this one, or resistance level. Why? Because it's an obvious resistance level with a bunch of liquidity above that. So this liquidity is very important. This is where sellers put their stop loss above, and as you can see, it's the furthest one and the closest one, kinda. So I have the liquidity here. It's still not grabbed. This shadow made this resistance level. I have my buy stop here and my stop loss here. So let's see what happens. Boom, see, literally the candle after that triggered my buy stop, and it was so close to my TP, but it didn't actually tap into my TP. Let's see what happens. See, I was so close to getting stopped out, but I didn't get stopped out. Let me show you why. See, it's exactly at the same level and a little bit lower than that. That's why I'm saying I don't put my stop loss exactly close to that. I give it more space. I just give it more space, and if I want to count it, it's probably 30 pips away from this. For NAS 100, it's more volatile, and 30 pips is kind of nothing. So, but if I go above, you see that it literally has smashed my TP. You gotta be more patient in this trade. I know that it's a little bit more complicated, and this is exactly what happened almost a few days ago, like July 6th, 2 days ago. It happened 2 days ago, and I have tons of examples. And another example is for GBPJPY. Look at this. The second one that I took was based on a Fibonacci level, but I want to show you the one that happened based on high probability demand zone. The same thing happened right now. Look at this. If you want to find a high probability demand zone, you gotta look for the last bearish candle, which is this one, the first candle that get out of the zone, the next candle after that. See this gap right here? This gap makes this zone a high probability demand zone. I just wait for a candle to tap. It did this one. Put my buy stop here, my stop loss here. It triggered my candle, and boom. It's a one-to-one trade right here. Guys, if you go and back this is a strategy, I can guarantee you that you can get results if you know when to trade. You know, if you're following me for long enough, you know that I'm a scalper during New York session. I start trading at 8 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and I'm usually done before 10-11 max. Like, I don't see myself sitting behind the charts for 2-3 hours, because first of all, I'm using an EA that I showed you the results, and also if I want to scalp, I just sit behind the charts for an hour or 2 max. If I find a setup, I go for it. If I don't, I just don't trade that day. It's simple. And I watch 4 pairs, EURUSD, GBPUSD, NAS 100, and GBPJPY. I don't even trade gold because the EA does that. You can also use other strategies like Fibonacci, but I don't want to, you know, kind of distract you from like one strategy to another. I highly recommend you to go back to this strategy and see it for yourself how this works, and just come back to this video again. Drop your comment below this video if you have any question. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So go do it. Even right now, if you have any question, ask your question, and I can, you know, answer all your questions regarding this strategy. It's super simple. You just need to look for gaps. That's it. High probability supply zone, high probability demand zone. Wait for confirmation. If it gives you a buy confirmation, go for it. If it gives you a sell confirmation, again, go for it. And then you gotta know where you put your stop loss, and don't risk too much. It's very important, guys. Thanks for watching this video. And see you on the other side.